So I often hear from parents of children with autism that their child has a really hard time with change in their life.
My name is Nancy Marchese. I'm a board-certified doctoral level behavior analyst and a clinical psychologist. My goal is to help 2 million children with autism and their families by transforming their lives, and I can't wait to help you too.
If suddenly routines change or something unexpected comes up, their child can experience some really hard times. Naturally, parents will try to avoid this. Of course, we don't want to see your child upset. And so what sometimes I see happen is that parents will try to organize their lives such that unpredictable changes don't happen. I understand this. You don't want your child to be upset. But here's the challenge. In the real world, unexpected things come up all the time. It's unavoidable. So unless we teach your child how to deal with unexpected changes, we're putting them at risk. It will be a very hard life for them to lead in the real world. So I've got some tips for you in terms of how to get there. How do you empower your child when it comes to dealing with change? Well, here's the first thing to consider. You don't want to completely rock your child's world and change everything about it or have them experience something that is so fundamentally unexpected that it really, really upsets them. Instead, I want you to break this down like we always do in ABA into small steps. Teach them how to tolerate slight changes in routine, something ever so different, small unexpected things throughout the day. And when they do, when you just raise that bar just a tiny bit, just a small little change, go back to how life is and how wonderful it is to be expected. If they get through that tiny little step, that's when you have the party. So you have to think about this ahead of time, just inserting some small changes into their daily lives. On top of that, signal the change to them. How do you do this? Well, a lot of children with autism can benefit from schedules. It helps insert predictability into their lives. In fact, we all benefit from schedules. We all have them in one way or another on our phones. For some kids with autism, we use pictures to help. There's apps for this too. Once they have some established routines set through a schedule, that's awesome. Here's the trick. Insert a surprise card throughout the day at some point that signals that something different's coming up. Well, the surprise can sometimes be something that is super awesome, that they really love, and super exciting. Just like us, sometimes the surprises are awesome. Other times, the surprise can be something that is slightly unexpected, maybe not the most favorite thing in the world, a slight change in routine that is then followed by the rest of the visual schedule that adds that predictability back into their lives. Use that surprise card to signal awesome stuff and also sometimes a slight change in routine. When they tolerate that slight change in routine, you have the party, and then you go back to the predictability. Using that surprise card can enable you to insert the unexpected into the expected day. And then you slowly build on that. The changes can be not ever so slight, but maybe a little bigger, and then a little bigger. And you use that process to help your child learn how to deal with the unexpected and ultimately help them lead their best lives.
There's only so much we could cover in the short amount of time we had today. If you found value in what we talked about, go to breakthroughautism.ca, join our newsletter, and also follow me on my socials.